Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel Nikki's Makeup. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a minimal makeup look using no foundation and only 7 beauty products. I've already taken care of my skincare, so let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm just going to grab what I need quickly and we're going to get started. The first product number 1, is this one right here. This is my go-to. This is the LA Girl Pro Prime Cream Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Sheer Nude. This is a must-have. Just gonna put some on my eyes and then I will blend that out. I'm going to be using my disposable sponge. We have 6 products left. Alright. I'm going to grab a brush and the palette for the one neutral shade that I will be using. For the palette, I am using the MarcJacobs Eye-Conic palette. Trying to open it. And that's what she looks like. I also grabbed my Luxie. This is the 209 large shader brush. And I'm just going to use that brown shade. I mean, we're doing minimal, so we're just going to keep it simple and easy. So I'm just going to pick some up on my brush here. Tap that out. And I'm just going to put this all over my eyelid. I am going to pick up some more. And we're going to put some on the other eye. This is going to be such an easy look to do that any of you can do it. Whether you're 50 and older or younger, whether you have hooded eyes or you don't, you can do this. Even if you're just starting out and you don't have foundation, or if you're on the go, you have like a couple of minutes just to throw something on. Just gonna see how that looks. I think that's where we're gonna leave it for the eyes. It's very minimal, but it's gonna work. And let me grab the next product I'm gonna need. So this is product number 2. And now we're on to product number 3. And of course, if you're doing minimal makeup, you got at least have some mascara. So I am using the Maybelline Colossal mascara. I mean, if you're going to do anything at all for makeup, you got to at least do some mascara. I do need to pick up another mascara. Because this one, I don't think is, I gotta get my hair back. It's just getting old. And if you get any transfer on your lids, don't stress. A little concealer will take care of that. I am just going to let that dry for a minute. I have a technique that I use that a lot of you don't like, but it's what I use. And I just use normally a used sponge. I don't have a used one because I'm throwing them out. I use these maybe 3 times at the most, and then I throw them out. So I'm just going to use this new one, and I'll save it for when I do my mascara next time. This is all I do, just so that I can kind of give my eyelashes maybe a little bit of a lift, and also just catch any excess, so I don't, get any transfer. But it does happen. It still happens where you get transfer. All right, let me get the next product, and I'll be right back. Product number 4. I think it's 4. Let me just double check. Product number 4, had to check, is my brows. We gotta do that. We gotta do the brows. So this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Taupe. And I'm using a little spoolie here to, first of all, just kind of brush up my eyebrows. I need to go get my brows done. I'm just going to brush those up. I really need to look in the mirror. I'm going to see if I can just kind of grab for that palette. Okay. It's not the most greatest mirror to use this palette, but we're going to make it work. So all I'm doing is just kind of coming through the brows and getting them brushed up. Now I'm going to use my brow gel. And just brush up. This is one area in the makeup world that I need to work on. I really need to work on my eyebrows, because I have a tendency to go in a little too heavy with the brow gel. That's all I'm going to do for my brows. Let's go on to the next item. Product number 5 is a little concealer, and I'm not going to go crazy on the concealer because I'm not using foundation, but I do want just a little bit here to clean up the eyeshadow, and just a little bit right here. So I am using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. This is in shade 130 Light Beige. This is my go-to concealer. So just a very, 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 very little. I'm just going to put a little dot there and a little dot there. I'm going to let that sit on my face, because one of the things I learned, that if you just let the concealer sit on your face a little bit and then kind of blend it out, it works better. So we're just going to let that sit for a minute. And I'm going to grab the next product just so that when I'm done with this, we'll go on to the next product, which will be some blush. Okay, I've given this a few minutes. I've grabbed my blush, because that's what we're going to be doing next. But now that I've let this kind of get absorbed into my skin a bit, I'm going to go ahead and blend that out very carefully. Normally when I'm doing foundation, I will also put concealer here on the corners of my nose. I will put some here and a little here, and I normally put up here. But since we're not doing foundation, I don't want to go crazy on the concealer. Just do a little bit. I'll put my hair back because my hair is in my way. And I'm just doing this because I want to clean up the eyeshadow here. And just kind of blend in the concealer here. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. This just helps when you do it here. From what I've learned, just helps to clean up the edges. You want to make it nice and sharp and just nice and clean. Going to be using the Tarte blush in the shade Peaceful. And I believe this is item number 6. Let me just be sure. So this is going to be makeup product number 6. We got one more left. This is how the makeup's looking so far. Simple, easy, very minimal. So let's take some blush so we can give our cheeks a little color. I love this blush, by the way. It's one of my favorites. Oops. I also want to get into using bronzer, but I need to pick up a bronzer because I don't really have. I have one palette that has bronzer and has highlighter, but it's a bit old, and I don't know if it's still any good. I have the Lucky Glow palette, the True Lilicious, and they have in that palette 3 bronzers, I think, or 2 bronzers and 3 highlighters. I think it's 2 bronzers, 2 blushes. No, wait. It's 2 bronzers, 2 highlighters, and a blush. The blush is really nice. I haven't used it in a hot minute, but I definitely might try to pull that palette out and try to use it. But I don't know if it's still good. I've had it for like 3 years, so I don't know. I'm just going to do a little bit more blush. Alright, I think we're done with the blush. I'm going to grab some lip gloss, and we're going to be done. The last thing we need to do is our lips. And this is going to be product number 7, a scented lip balm by Betsy Johnson. This is in the shade Pomegranate. I actually found these at Ross. It came in a packet of 7 or 8. I really need to take some of those other lip balms out and put it into my daily makeup basket so I can be trying them, because I normally just go for this one. Let's go ahead and put some on. This has a very light pigmentation of color. It will work better if you do a little lip liner. Unfortunately today I will not be using lip liner. And let me just put some on the back of my hand here. You're really not going to see any color in this lighting. It's just really bad lighting. But that's what it looks like. So, this is my minimal makeup look. I am very happy with the way it turned out. I kind of like the idea that I didn't use any foundation. I was a little worried about that, but I like it a lot. I think this is the perfect look to do if you're on the go, if you need to just go and run to the grocery store or just run a few errands, but you just want to have a little bit of makeup on. I think this minimal look is perfect for that, and it's perfect for any age. Even us gals who are 50 and older and have some of those stubborn hooded eyes. If I can do this, so can you. You don't need to have foundation. You can do even a different color eyeshadow if you want. I just wanted to keep it really basic. This video is going up tonight. It is a Wednesday. I will be certain in case you are curious about some of the products I use that I showed you, and if you're like, oh, what was that blush she used? Don't worry. I will have everything linked down below in my description. I will be certain to share some photos and even swatch that eyeshadow that I used. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, consider smashing that subscribe button. I am trying to reach a goal of 91 subscribers by the end of next month, March. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you're into everything beauty. As always, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.